Hello guys, I'm Evelyn and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all having an amazing day. So what is this? What's going on? This is not a build. I wrote on the community tab a couple of days ago, or maybe it was last week or something. I don't know, time flies by. But I wrote that I was kind of in the mood to do some cast videos, so as you guys know, if you've been around on the channel for a while now, I have done a couple of, or more than a couple actually, but the main theme of my Create Sim videos is usually rainbow of some sort. So I've done rainbow vampires, I've done rainbow mermaids, I've done rainbow witches when Realm of Magic came out. I also did rainbow students when Discover University came out. I completely forgot what that pack was called for a second. But I have not done a Create a Sim video since that one actually, so that was in November, I think. And I don't know, I like fashion, I like playing around with clothes, I was really in the mood to just play dress up a little bit, so I decided to do another one. And a couple of months ago by now, I think, someone actually suggested that I did Rainbow E-Girls. So the whole E-Girl thing is not something that I myself am particularly familiar with. I feel like it's kind of like the generation that's younger than me that probably knows a little bit more about it, but not to call myself old, I am ancient though, so whatever. But I definitely did have to do a little bit of research to figure out, like, makeup wise especially, but also just like the whole fashion aspect of it, exactly what they wore and or wear. So it's a lot of like skirts or baggy jeans with chains and layered tops. So often like a top, like a long sleeved top under a t-shirt, and they're both baggy sort of ish, but usually they're tied in with a skirt or something in the waist. So a lot of outfits like that, both with jeans, but also trousers or just a skirt. There's also fishnet stockings and big boots or like Vans and stuff. Sneakers were also a thing that I saw a lot of. And mainly, the outfits were mainly black and white. So I did have to, obviously we're doing a rainbow themed video, so I had to put in some color. I did tone it down a little bit, so the main focus will actually be black and white in their outfits, but you can see, for example, here with the red sim, she's wearing a red shirt, but also red sneakers. So there'll be no other color in her outfit. The same counts for the other one, except if I found like a plaid skirt or something, and there might be like a hint of another color in there, but that's a different scenario. So that's just, I want to be able to use plaid because that was something that I saw a lot of too. So, as well as on her shirt, there's a little bit of blue on it, but the main focus is red, as you can see with her hair, also her makeup, her lips, the shoes as well. So that's basically what we're going for overall with the Sims in this Create a Sim video, and I had a lot of fun with it. I've missed just sitting down and dressing up Sims. So we're actually using, because I didn't make all these Sims for this video. I took them from some other videos that I did in the past. So I think the majority of them, like 4 of them possibly, are from, or maybe 5 actually. 4 or 5 are from my Planet Create a Sim that I did like ages ago. There's also one of the very first Sims that I actually made on the channel with the Max's Match CC, who's called Lola. She's also, I think she's actually gonna be the purple Sim, but she's one of my favorites that I've ever made. Like, out of all the Sims that I've made, and I've made a lot, she is one of my absolute favorites, so I had to go back and find her in my library and then also turn her into an adult because she was a high school student, so she was just a teen. But yeah, she's super cute, so we'll see. Some of you guys may have been around for that long, but probably not. I don't really know. I made her in like 2017 or something like that. So I've had to take so many breaks during this voiceover already because my voice, like, I have to not cough, but something, I have to clear my throat over and over again. So if my voice changes a little bit, that will be why. If I suddenly disappear or if I end the voiceover early or something, I don't really know what's going on with that. I haven't spoken today. I mean, I hadn't spoken before I started doing this voiceover, so I wasn't aware that it was an issue, but apparently it is. So that's kind of sucks, but let's just ignore it for a little bit. I might just have to pause a couple of times and clear my throat, and that's all. But if I finish, or if I not finish the voiceover, but if I end it early, that would be why. I don't really know. We'll see. So anyways, we have moved on to the orange sim. So a few things I also want to point out is that there is a very long CC list linked in the description box. So I've basically taken everything that I could find. So some of the items might not be there, but everything that I could find is linked in a Google document that I've then linked, or I've left a link to that Google document in the description box, because there are way too many links to just put them all in the description box. Plus, I don't think YouTube actually likes that for some reason. I don't know, it's kind of weird sometimes. But there is that Google document in the description box, linked in the description box. So if you're interested in any of the Sims or any of the CC that I'm using on my Sims in this video, you can find it linked in that document. So that means I just found all the stuff that I put on the Sims. If I'm trying on a top right here, for example, a t-shirt, I don't end up using that. But that's not linked in the document. And I spent 2 hours on that list, by the way, so I don't really want to go hunt down other CC, to be honest. Making CC lists is probably the worst part of making Create a Sim videos. Actually, it's the only part that I don't enjoy, but I know that it's going to be helpful for some of you guys, so I do it anyways. But that also means that I don't want to go hunt down other CC. Hopefully that's understandable. But yeah, if you're interested in anything that I use, if you want to download it, you can find it in the CC list. I don't think anything is hidden behind AdFly or anything like that, because I don't like to go through AdFly on my computer. I'm very careful. I don't want to break my computer or anything like that. So, but do please check before you start downloading if you're if you don't have antivirus protection or anything like that on your computer. I would definitely recommend that you don't click the links that have AdFly on them. So just keep that in mind, because it can be a little bit dangerous for your computer, and we don't want anyone to break anything, so just be a little bit careful. But I don't think that, maybe there's 2 pieces or something that's hidden behind AdFly that I've had for ages. Maybe not. I don't remember. All of the CC that I've had it since 2017 or something. I went CC shopping 2 days ago for 2 hours or something, but other than that, the last time a CC shop before that was in January, and then maybe in November or something. So I don't go CC shopping very often. I just keep everything that I have. I don't delete it either. So I don't know. I have a big folder. I don't want to say how much because it's embarrassing, but it's pretty big by now. And I don't ever clean in it. So it's just a lot of CC accumulated through the last 3.5 years or something like that. So yeah, there's quite a lot, but it's fun. It's all in good fun. It's like shopping without spending money, except if you're on Patreon. But if you're, what's it called? If you have early access to certain CC creators, CC on Patreon, you might be spending a little bit of money, but other than that, it's basically just shopping for free. So something else that I want to touch on and possibly explain, but not really. I just know that I'm gonna get questions about it or comments about it, because I have on every other rainbow video that I've done. But I know that pink is not in the rainbow, by the way. I know that it's not pink, it's indigo. It's blue, indigo, purple instead, but I went blue, purple, pink, just because I feel it's a little bit more fun to do a pink one rather than an indigo one, because indigo is it could either be purple or blue, and we're already doing a purple and blue sim, so I'm taking my creative liberty and just adding pink to it for fun, because I like the color. I like to make pink sims, and I know that a lot of you guys have enjoyed the pink sims in my other rainbow videos, and I'm probably mentioning this too late in the video to stop people from commenting on it, but just in case you were wondering, I do know that pink is not in the rainbow, but it's all in good fun. We're just having a little bit of fun here. We're just being creative and all that stuff. So, or just dressing up some sims. It's not that serious. But yeah, I know that pink is not in the rainbow, so just thought I'd let you know. Anyways, but yeah, I do like how the pink sim turned out. I'm happy with the hair that I found for her. Also, I like the yellow sim here. I decided to not actually go for yellow makeup for her, because I came across one that looked a little bit purple, and for some reason, or not for some reason, because I know why, because they're contrasting colors, but the purple just made her eyes pop, and I kind of loved it, so I had to go for it, even though it's not yellow, but please forgive me for doing that. And also I love her hair. I love that it's what do you call that, duo colored. So one side is yellow and the other one is black. I'm assuming that her natural hair color is black, so she just had her other side of her hair, the other half of her hair dyed yellow. Very brave decision, by the way. I just want to point that, like, very brave. Yellow and black are two, I've said this before. I think it was in my mermaid video, my rainbow mermaids, but black and yellow together kind of reminds me of a warning sign of some sort. So to wear that on your head, you're very brave. So I salute you. If any of you have black and yellow hair, I salute you for being brave. Actually, if anybody of you, like any of you have dyed hair that's not a natural color of any sort, I salute you because you are brave and I envy you a little bit. But I personally don't dare let a hairdresser dye my hair simply because I have ginger hair, so it takes dye in a different way than blonde or black or brown hair would. There's just, I don't know why, but there's something different about ginger hair. I don't really remember. It's something about the pigment in the hair, obviously, but I just don't remember the specifics of it. Because it's not something that I've looked into too much since just deciding, yeah, we're not going to do that ever. So anyways, and I've also heard from some people that once they dyed their hair a different color, they'd never get their natural hair color back. So I'm just not going to do that because I'm afraid that I'll lose it. And no, that's just not gonna happen. But I'd love to have like purple hair just for like 2 days or something. I think that would be cool. I might buy a wig or something. I don't really know, but it could be kind of cool just trying to have purple hair for 1 day or 2 or something like that. So the one we're doing now is the green sim. I actually really like how she turned out. She might be a little bit less of an e-girl, but more of like a, what do they call those? Soft girls or something? I don't really know. I need to do more research on that whole thing. Also, if you have any other suggestions for rainbow videos that you want to see from me, definitely let me know. I had a lot of fun with this one. It does take a long time to do because I want to do the fashion style justice first of all, so I'm doing research on what it actually looks like. I'm trying to find CC that fits the theme, and I'm trying to find the CC in my CC catalog in-game, which is like a big hassle because I have a lot of it. So, but that's fine. I like doing it. It's fun. It's a lot of fun. So they do take a little bit longer to make though, also to edit afterwards, and I edit pictures for the videos too. The thumbnails are a lot of fun to do as well. I get to do a little bit of drawing and stuff, so drawing in Photoshop, and yeah, I don't know. Let me know if there are any other rainbow videos that you want to see. Definitely, I'd definitely be up for doing more of those. And also to the console players, I know that you don't have access to CC, but personally, I don't like to do creative sim videos with the stuff that we have simply because it's just not, a lot of it is not, like with CC, you get to layer stuff, for example. We have a lot more piercings, and there's just a lot more to choose between when you have CC as well. Plus I think I've had my collection since before the game even came out on console, if I recall correctly. I've used CC at least since before it became available on console. So for me to just like delete my whole CC collection and stuff, I wouldn't be okay with that. Plus, I just like to have a lot of options to choose between. I don't use build CC because it's easier to download the builds off the gallery, but often people don't download sims the same way they do as builds because it's easy to make a sim. Whereas with a build, it takes a little bit more, both effort, time, but also it's a little bit more difficult because you have to make sure that everything kind of works together. But with a sim, you just pull a few features and put some hair on them and stuff. So I feel like often people end up making their own sims and then they download a house from the gallery. So I'll keep doing builds without CC. I might do a couple now and then with CC. I've mentioned that before. But generally I'll just do them without. However, when it comes to criticism videos, I definitely prefer doing them with CC. But I know that console players don't have access to CC. I'm fully aware of that. But for me to have fun in Creative Sim, I need to be able to use CC. That's just how it is. That's how it's been since I started playing The Sims, actually. I did literally like in 2015. So I downloaded Sims 4 in 2015. And then I literally on the same day I started downloading Alpha CZ. I was Alpha before I was Maxis Match, so there's a confession for you. I think I still have my Alpha CZ folder somewhere on my computer, possibly on my external hard drive or something. It's huge as well. Like I have a lot, and a lot of it is from 15, 16, and 17. So like 2015, 16, 17. So that definitely needs a little bit of an update too, I think, if I do anything with that. But I still have the folder, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, for me personally, it's always been with CZ or not at all when it comes to create a sim. So just, I don't know, whether it's for videos or just for me alone, just for fun. It's always been with CZ or I wasn't interested, so. And that's not to say that the stuff that EA makes isn't good, by the way, because a lot of it actually is. A lot of it is also used to do mesh edits, so CC creators will take an item, for example. They do it a lot with hairs, actually. I don't know about this one specifically, but maybe there's something else she's wearing that's taken from, I think possibly the t-shirt that she wears at the end is taken from an actual item that was in the game that a CC creator has then changed a little bit, whether it's the texture on it, so they've done a recolor. They could also have changed the mesh itself, so the shape of the item, and then cut the sleeves off, or I don't know, something else, maybe cropped it. A lot of them do that with items, so a lot of the CZ that I have is actually based off of stuff that we already have in the game from packs. So for example, a lot of the clothes that came with Discover University was really good. A lot of people liked it. It had a nice casual feel to it. So a lot of the CZ that came from that, like mesh edits or other kind of CZ, became really good too, or the outcome was really good at that too, because the base was already really good. Does that make sense? So anyways, but there is also a lot of creators that make their stuff from scratch, and kudos to them, because that's really difficult, and color be impressed. Anyways, so they deserve some proper credit as well, which is why I made the CC, or it's made for you, but it's also made to actually give the CC creators credit as well. So anyways, I think the blue sim here is actually my favorite. I almost called her purple. I don't know where that came from, but I think she's actually my favorite. I don't know, there's something about her face that I just like. Is that creepy? I don't really know, but her eyes are just beautiful. I think it's the contacts that I'm using on her. They're just really good. And I also gave her eyeshadow that was both pink and blue, which is a nice color combination to me. So it's very sweet, but it works on her. It really makes her eyes pop as well. So I don't know. Plus I love her hair. Her hair is gorgeous. Like, that's really well made. I like the color combination that I went with too. Just gonna point that out. But yeah, it's not the most daring, I would say, like blue with white. It could have been like blue and yellow together or something, but I like the white around her face. So I always have issues making purple sims for these videos because for some reason the purple hair that I want, like the purple hair color that I want to go for, a lot of my hair CC or a lot of my CZ hairs do not come in that color. I don't like the deep purple kind of color. I think it's a little bit too saturated for me. I like more like lavender, for example, a little bit more like a muted kind of purple, if that makes sense. I kind of went for that sort of color on her hair too, but it's a combination of both the deep purple that I talked about before and also a little bit like a grayish purple as well. I like the more muted colors is my point. I don't know. I don't even know if anything that I just said made sense, but let's just hope that it did. So, but yeah, I have few issues, like every single time that I do these videos, I have issues finding purple hairs. Also because it's not really like a common color for CZ hairs to come in. So I was really happy when I found this hair. And it's perfect with the, do you call that an overlay? I think so. So a color overlay, because you saw me change the hair color, but parts of it stayed the same color as it was before. Right? So the deep purple. It's the same kind of CC item that I'm using on, I think, every other sim in this video, actually. So the red sim had white stripes in front of her face. The orange sim, I actually changed that off cam, but you'll see that in her screenshot, I think. She has like half-half. And then also the yellow sim has half-half, and that's also done with a color overlay. So for this one, I found a color overlay that works with the hair, even though it's actually not made for the hair. But for some reason, to me, it just, I don't know, it just really worked together. I like the two colors together as well, so I just stuck with it. But again, I don't think it's actually made for this hair. I think there is a hair overlay or like a color overlay for this hair specifically, but I stuck with this one. So, but yeah, I like the two colors on her too. And I also had issues finding purple clothes and I don't know. Apparently purple is not a very common color to make clothes in either. What is that? I thought everyone liked purple. Why are there barely any purple hairs, barely any purple items, clothing items? What's that about? I don't know. I need to know. Makeup wise though, it was pretty easy, but and also lipstick. Like when I say makeup, I mean eyeshadow. I don't know what that's about. Anyways, but for those two items, it was pretty easy, but then the top I couldn't find any, so I decided to go for this one, also because it's layered. So like I said earlier, like a t-shirt with a blouse underneath, like a long sleeved top underneath is actually really e-girl like. So I had to go for it for one of the Sims. So I found that one and it fit her quite well. But then I was having issues finding a pair of purple jeans or a skirt. I remember that this skirt came in purple, so I decided to go for it, but I don't know what that's about. Purple is apparently not a very popular color among CC creators. I did not know that. Who would have thought? Anyways, moving on to the last one of the Sims, so the pink one. So I came across her hair because I wanted to go for a very specific color for her hair because I don't like bright pink, hot pink. They're a little bit too pink for my taste. I like the more baby pinks or even like a color in between the two. So while I was doing one of the other Sims, I actually came across this hair and I saw it came in the right color. So I kind of kept it in mind for the pink Sim. And then I ended up layering two different color overlays on it. So she has like black, pink, and gray hair. It looks a little bit trippy, but it works for her. I think it works very well with her makeup as well. I found a makeup or an eyeshadow that was a little bit different. I love it on her. And yeah, other than that, for her outfit, we're also going for sort of like neutral top, neutral jacket, and then a pink skirt. And then she has fishnet stockings, or not stockings, but socks instead, and big boots as well. So it kind of reminds me of the outfits on the rest of the girls. It does look a little bit different, of course. I didn't just copy paste an outfit on any of the girls because I thought that would be a little bit boring. Like they had to look a little bit different, right? But it's still like, let's just stick to black and white and then add a little bit of color that fits her theme as well. So I was so close to sticking to those eye contacts, by the way, but I felt like it was a little bit too much. Also because they look so unnatural. Like who has pink eyes? No one as far as I know. It's not really in the genetics to have pink eyes. So anyways, so I decided to swap them out with some gray ones instead. So they actually still went with her hair color. And I know that some of you guys might be like, well, since you're doing the rainbow, their whole outfit is supposed to be pink, for example, or purple. Let's go with purple instead. Their whole outfit is supposed to be purple. Their eyes are supposed to be purple. Their nails, whole makeup, so on and so on. But to me, this is not, like, these videos are not supposed to be solid color create a sim videos. They're supposed to be, let's just do Sims with this theme, but inspired by the rainbow. Does that make sense? So I kind of just take my creative freedom to do it like that. Yeah. Anyways, but we are almost at the end of the video. So again, a quick reminder that the CC list is linked to in the description down below. You can find like possibly 150 plus pieces of CC on that list. So if you're interested in downloading anything that I've used on these girls, you can find it on that list. And if you want to download the girls, the Sims that I created right here, they're available on my gallery page. My ID is AvelineYT, and you can also find them under the hashtag Aveline or AvelineYT. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Remember to like and subscribe and all that good stuff if you did, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye!